check, 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 check. We not take back no check. You pep talk. Tiggity check, 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 check. Hey girl, let's lay the shot. We know it's a while. You don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up the llama, say to pray at night with your father. He got thing by him out from your corner. Gone. And it is soul destroying. What else can you do? Because to be fair, you know, Deontay Wilder isn't like a fundamentally sound fighter. So he's like, oh, that doesn't work. Then I'll pull out the 1-2 here and I'll do this. No, he's got really nothing, which is, yeah. What do you think of Deontay Wilder? What did you think? Because we'll go into that as well. Like, I could have you all day. You know, you've got to come back, like, for more times. We have Uncle Ronnie Shields. He always comes here. I'm so blessed to have you.
Ronnie Shields?
Yeah, Uncle.
Oh, I love Ronnie. He's a great guy, man.
Love Ronnie. I'll be going to meet him in Texas, maybe at some point this year. He's invited me over to his gym, so I will be going over to my uncle. He comes over here as well. Shouts out to Uncle Ronnie Shields. Yeah, with that Glovegate. So I know Kenny Bayless. He gets a lot of stick, and I know that's your mate. I don't really give him a lot of stick. I call him Kenny Big Butt Bayless because it's just funny how his butt is just so massive. Like, yeah, and then, you know, his eyes is in everything. I think he's a great character. I think, yes, I know he could rattle some people's feathers, but I mean, I wouldn't trade him for anybody else, Kenny Bayless at all. I do like my Kenny Bayless. And I was livid at the abuse that Deontay Wilder tried to delegate over to his way, crab in a barrel referee, and you know the ref was drunk. And do you guys get tested and all of that now? The rest
we have a little mini medical before each fight. They take our blood pressure. If the blood pressure is too high, they won't let us in the ring, and we have to list our meds that we're on so the doctors know what's going on. And every year we have an annual physical, and we have to submit it, as well as an ophthalmologist with an eye test. And, you know, Deontay threw some, you know, big abuse out towards Mark Breland, who's one of the greatest guys in the world.
Yes, and one of the best amateurs that boxing has had.
Yep.
Like, very decorated. And then, you know, and then Olympia. Yeah, that was disgusting. How did you feel about what made him say all of this?
You know, it's a really good question. First of all, I have no animosity towards Deontay Wilder. And let me just explain, Chan. I did 5 of his fights. In the 4 fights prior to this one, I did the exact same stuff. And they loved me. And I think, let me ask you a question. If you and I were married, right? And I was about,
you'd be a lucky man.
You'd be a lucky woman, too. Let me tell you.
That's out.
And I had a heavyweight championship fight, and I was about to go out and say this to the public: I'm the heavyweight champ of the world. And I was going to say, my costume that was 35 pounds messed up my legs. I didn't have my legs tonight. You would slap the shit out of me.
You'd be divorced. Yeah, I'd divorce you because it's just like, that's lame.
If I was going to wear a green polyester jumpsuit, you wouldn't let me go out of the house.
No. So why did his wife let him do that then?
I don't know if it's his wife, but the people surrounding him, the assimilation or the similarity. And I'm going to draw. Remember Mike Tyson? Remember who was surrounding him when he had his breakdown?
When he was with the Buster Douglas, when he was starting to melt down.
When he had Holyfield's ear and all the things that happened to that guy. He had people around Tyson.
Taking drugs.
Tyson had disgusting people around him that would try to take things from him and drive him crazy. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's the same with Deontay, but I have nothing but respect for Deontay. He's an unbelievable athlete. He has a punch that I don't want to get hit with, and I hope everything works out for him and his career and his family. I got nothing but love for the guy.
You're nicer than me because I go at him from dusk till dawn. Like, you know why? Because I just don't respect that type of bullshit. You said the Nevada State Commission was in on it. You said that your costume was too heavy. You said that you was poisoned. You said that Kenny Bayless was a crab in a barrel referee. You said that Tyson Fury put on gypsy magic. The list goes on. Like, I mean, it's just lame at this point. It's just lame. He said there was egg weights in his glove. He said that Tyson Fury he managed to manipulate his finger and scratch out some flesh out of Deontay Wilder's ear. Like the list goes on. Like I can't respect. And then you had, I spoke to Mark Breland once. Shouts out to Mark Breland. And I spoke to his son a few times as well. And his son had to explain, Anthony Breland, his son had to explain like the death threats that they got after that and how dangerous it was, where people was finding out where him and his mum resided.
Yeah, and so did I.
Sickening. You got death threats as well. Yeah, I could imagine from the first fight. Yeah. How sickening is that,
I got death threats from KSI's people and Logan Paul and KSI's people.
Oh, God, they're lames. Them lot are lames. They're gamers. The most they're going to do is batter their console. Come on. Like, yeah, they're lames. I've got so much death threats from Deontay.
In that fight, I wish I would have done some things different. I was told the referee to fight like it was a professional bout. And the reality was it was amateur and they were sloppy and they were throwing punches like bitches with their open hand and stuff. So if I would have realized that, I would have gave them more leeway and not have taken points and done stuff. But hey, you can't take it back. What can I say?
So what anyway? They want to come into the world of boxing. This is the pro game. You get points taken away. You want to fight like a bitch.
But I got to tell you something. They have both been very good for boxing because look at the amount of eyes they brought to this sport, and you got to give them kudos. Look at the amount of money they've generated for themselves. They went from, on an alphabet, they went from A to X. They didn't have to do all those. They didn't have to fight 4-rounders, 8-rounders. They went right from being nobody to fighting Floyd Mayweather, making millions of bucks. I give them kudos.
I know, you give a round of applause.
I knew how to do that.
I know. That's just like you just skipped. You went from A for real, skipped out B, C, and D. Yeah, you just went, I don't know. Shouts out to them. I tend to not watch those fights. I'm not really into them. Yeah, the gamers fighting and KSI. I like boxing, but shouts out to them. Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Yeah, I can give them kudos for that. I think Jake Paul's been good as a promoter.
Jake Paul, what?
As a promoter, giving
props.
Giving props to that because he gave the girl that Katie Taylor was just about that had a fight with Amanda Serrano, her biggest payday as well, and he's signed her under his wing. And
I gotta say something else. Jake Paul, Logan, I haven't seen him really get a lot better yet. Nah. Jake is actually better than when I first saw him. He's really putting a lot of time and effort into this thing. And you got to give him credit where credit is due. They can hate me all they want. I'm just going to tell the truth. Give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Do you think he would have beaten Hasim Rahman? He's another one that comes on. His dad comes on the show.
I'm really not allowed to comment on possible fights because they'll never put me on it if I can.
I
won't talk about any fighters that, what do you think, who will win? Because then when it comes to me, they're not going to pick me for that fight.
That way. Yeah, they'll be like, who was biased? Yeah. I go, oh, God, I didn't know that. That's it. Damn. Okay, so with the Deontay Wilder, that thing that we all got death threats. I got death threats. You got death threats. I got many death threats in my. It was so bad because I wasn't accepting of this Glovegate business. I got a lot of death threats myself, which was just stupid because nobody's going to come do nothing. So anyway, it's whatever.
So do you believe Fury's gloves were?
No,
they're not. Let me just tell you. I have a picture I can send you. I'm gonna text it to you. If you could show this to the public.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
You email it me.
The promoter or the boxers, what's it called? And the people he's doing endorsements for, title gloves, rival gloves, whoever it is, right? Mm-hmm. They supply the gloves for those fights. They don't give them to the fighter. They give them to the commission, not me, the commission. The commission never lets those out of their sight.
Yeah.
An hour and a half before the fight. Oh, let me back up. The day before the fight, they do a weigh-in and a rules meeting. And, well, thank you, Sami. Appreciate it. The day before, they do a rules meeting and the weigh-in, and they pick their gloves out. They pick the primary gloves and the backup in case they get torn. Those gloves are taken back by the commission. They don't see those gloves till the next day, 1.5 hours before, and there's an inspector in the room all the time. So the people that were given the BS. Is it okay if I curse? I curse.
Oh, yeah, you can swear on here, love.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that fucking bullshit.
The people who are saying that, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's a 6'9" and a 6'5" 6'5", 270-pound guy with 10-ounce rubber and padding, leather and padding. What does a football player's uniform look like after an hour of playing football? This isn't how you it's so dumb. Vaseline, spit, snot, sweat.
Yeah, everything on it. And guess how I did my due diligence? I absolutely got a glove expert in on my show after that because I was getting all the death threats. So I thought, let me get a glove expert in. He runs a store as well. So fully qualified glove expert. He comes and tells me about the Paffins, the Everlast, the puncher's gloves, with the horsehair, the ones with the foam that will protect your hand in that way. And he told me about this, and he said, like, you know, like the puncher's gloves, yeah, they with sweat in horsehair, they will start to dangle a bit, especially at that time that Fury was more of a flick jabber, kind of like Ali would flick the jab. So once you've got all that sweat running down into the horsehair, I
just showed you the picture of him checking his gloves, and then we took them back.
Oh, let me see.
I texted it to you.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm going to put it on the screen.
That's the commissioner, myself, Fury, and Wilder had just done that before him. And then we take those gloves. They never see them again. Nobody. Frankie.
They're just lames. That's why it's lames, mate. Like, I just can't believe these people are that lame in life. Like, God. Let me email this. Because, yeah, and I had, and do you know, after having the... Do you know, after having the glove expert, they still told me, they said I was lying and the glove expert guy was lying. That's when I gave up all hope in humanity. At that point.
I agree with you to give up hope at that time. Because
I gave up, mate. Yeah, I ain't got time. There's no boxing channels that went that above and beyond like myself, that went and got a glove expert. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's an old saying, Chan.
Yeah.
When you argue with an idiot, who's the idiot?
Yeah, can't tell the difference.
Well, you know, you just got to walk away.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell the difference. I know. It was just so... Okay, I've sent it to myself via email so we can see this. Thanks for these pictures, because these are really... We've got a WILDER. We've got a WILDER in the chat, by the way. Like, if you want me to put up your things, you're gonna have to pay me, mate. You're gonna have to put super chats up, because we ain't got this. Is as soon as you talk about Fury and Wilder, you get the Wilder fans that come through. You're lying. That's a lie. He didn't say that. Look, he's telling me that that's a lie, Dr. Paul. Send the link. What link? You will never be coming on thinking that you'll just jump on my panel, sir. You're crazy. You're crazy. These are crazy.
It might be entertaining. It might be entertaining if you want to bring that person on, and I'll slap them around too. I got no problem with it.
All right. Well, let's see. All right. Let's see if he does come on. Because a lot of the times,
you know the music you play, dun 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 dun, like that. Do you have a way of saying you're out of here and just cutting them out?
Yeah.
If they get stupid, say you're out. Well,
just cut them out. Just cut them out. It's a wave off. It's a 10-8 round. You're out, love.
Or towel and get them out.
Yeah. Get them out of here. Go on. I've put the link.
Chan, I want to apologize about my 4-day stubble. Because
I was just about to say, that's so funny, because it's like you read my mind. I was about to say, you look younger there than when you are in the ring. I think the ring's stressful, Jack. The ring is...
I'm going to tell you guys something. Why do I have a 4-day stubble? Because tomorrow night I have a fight, and I let it grow. I treat myself like a fighter. I take care. I get rest. I stay away from everybody. This is unusual for me. And I get a nice shave, so when I look in there, I'm looking.
Yeah, so you look sharp. I just thought to me that you look younger now than when I see you in the ring. I did. That was a mental note that I did make. I didn't want to say it in case you thought I was being rude. I was thinking he looks younger. No. He looks younger now. Like,
compliments will get you everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I learned it from the best. You know, give us a compliment. No, but you know, that's the truth. I did have that mental thought, and I was like, yeah, Jay looks younger. Hang on. Okay. So here's the.
Chickity check. We not take back no check. You pep talk. Chickity check. Hey girl, let's lay the shot. We know it's a while. You don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up.